So this is the part 2 of my eye brushes. This is another low Cornell Maxine's mop in a 1/4 of an inch. I use this one to either apply really small, like precise work on my lids or on my lower lash line when I want like a thin line. And the Maxine mops are normally they are painting brushes, but they are just as good if you want to use them for makeup brushes. This is the MAC 252, which has synthetic bristles, and I use this one mainly for applying paint pots, but you can use it for applying eyeshadows, and I also know that people used to use it to blend out shadows, but I don't do that because I find it too big and I don't have that big of eye space. So I want to try the 242 also, because that is the smaller version of the 252. This is another limited edition brush. It is the 223 from MAC, and it is also a blending brush. I don't like it for blending because it is too loose in the bristles, I find, so I just use it for highlighting my inner tear ducts. Then we have the pencil brush from MAC, the 219. I use this one for putting like highlight in my inner tear duct, putting shadow on my lower lash line, smoking out my eyeliner, or you can use it to put a really like what are they called, cut crease, and you can just put it like that. And it's not a blending brush, just an application brush. And then we have the MAC 227. It is my highlighting brush for the brow bone area, and also other like areas like here, on my nose or on my chin. This one really blends my the colors really well, and it is just an all over. It is a paddle brush, I think they call it, and it's all over great brush. But if you are on a budget, you can get this one. It is a pink one from Coastal Scents, and it's like I don't know, $2-3. It does the same exact thing as the 227. The only thing is it's a little bit smaller and not as full. And I find that this one does the same work, applying everything the same. Then we have my first brush ever, and it's from Hennes & Mauritz H&M. Here in Norway we can get makeup from H&M, and like 5 years, no, maybe I'm 19, so maybe 7 years ago I got this one, and I used it for like 5 years to apply my colors. Yeah, 5 years, and apply my colors everywhere. I didn't know how to apply makeup 2 years ago. In 2 years ago I didn't know what a primer was or anything, not MAC, not anything. But it is a good blending brush, but I rarely use it because I have other brushes. This is a non-makeup, I don't know, it doesn't have a name, anything. It is just a synthetic, and probably it looks, I don't know, maybe it's something like the 242 from MAC. I got it in Norway. It's nothing big. It's a good brush, but since you can't get it, it's nothing really to talk about. This is another Coastal Scents brush. It is like an angled one. I don't know what they are named, because there are no names on these brushes or numbers or anything. But it's really soft, but it sheds on me every time I have used it, so I don't recommend this one. And like I can do this and then oh, there's a fly away, and like I use it either in my inner tear duct because it applies the shadow right away, or in my crease, but when I do it I get flyaways on my face and I don't like that. This is an American painter from Low Cornell in number 12, filbert cut, and I use this one for paint pots as well. And if you use a 252 or this one, it's the same it doesn't matter, it's the same, it applies the same way. Then we have the C153 large chisel fluff from Coastal Scents, and it also sheds. I use it for putting on highlight as well, but it's smaller than the pink one, but it sheds, so for me. Then I bought like two almost exactly the same brushes, and from Coastal Scents as well. They look like that. They're like the pencil type, but they're way too loose. You can't, they are not firm enough to do anything particularly with them. I tried putting it in my crease, but it's too small and it is not soft enough. Tried to smoke out my eyeliner, no. And this one, it's a little bit better, but not that much better, and they shed as well. And one I actually like from Coastal Scents is this C150 angled fluff, and this one is so thin that I can use it for putting my low lash line eyeshadows on, and also to put it in eyeshadow in my crease. And that's what I use it for. You can probably use it for other things as well. Then I have a Ben Nye brush. It is called FB17. It came with my Grand Luminaire palette, whatever it is called, and it is just the same as every other synthetic brushes. You can use it for applying eyeshadow or bases. And this one, this tiny teeny little one, is the one I got with my Mehron palette, pastel palette, and I have used it with a fluid line and it actually works really well. And this brush, or I don't know what to call it, it's not a brush, everyone has it. You can get it like in a cheapo set. You don't need to buy one from MAC, but I think the one from MAC has steel teeth or whatever, comb, or I don't know, but you can use it for either brushing out your eyebrows or declumping your eyelashes. And the very last one I have is from the Body Shop, and it is a slanted brush that I used before for my eyebrows before I got the 266. And my mother, because it was in the time when I started getting into makeup, my mother saw that I was progressing, and then she wanted to have some brushes as well, because I got some MAC brushes. And then she went to the Body Shop and said, I want a brush that applies like packs on the color on my eyes. And then the MA or SA gave this one to her, and that was not good, so I should have been with her that day, but I wasn't, so she got it, and I stole it because she doesn't use it, and I use it for like it's a very good brush actually, but I will quit now because this was the last brush and I'm running out of time, so bye.